Greetings to everyone. I am Pratibha from CSMB, bearing a roll number 234G1833C4. My topic name is Constructor and its types. Introduction to constructors. Constructors are special methods used to initialize objects in a class. They are called automatically when an object of the class is created. Understanding constructors is essential for effective object-oriented programming. What is a constructor? A constructor is a block of code that prepares an object for use. It typically has the same name as the class it resides in. Constructors do not have a return type, not even void. Purpose of constructors. Constructors initialize instance variables to set up an object's state. They can also perform any set of tasks that are needed when creating an object. Proper use of constructors can lead to cleaner and more reliable code. Default constructor. A default constructor is one that does not take any parameters. It initializes object properties with default values, usually 0 or null. If no constructors are defined, many programming languages provide a default one automatically. Parameterized constructor. A parameterized constructor accepts arguments to initialize object properties. It allows different objects to be created with varied initial states. This flexibility can enhance the usability of a class by accommodating various scenarios. Copy constructor. A copy constructor creates a new object as a copy of an existing object. It is commonly utilized to ensure that objects are duplicated correctly. This type of constructor is especially important in classes that manage resources. Constructor overloading. Constructor overloading occurs when multiple constructors exist with different parameters. This feature allows a class to be instantiated in various ways. It enhances the capability and flexibility of a class design. Chaining constructor. Constructor chaining is the practice of calling one constructor from another. This is often achieved using the this keyword in many programming languages. It helps to minimize code duplication and maintain cleaner code constructor. Destructor overview. A destructor is the opposite of a constructor and is called when an object is destroyed. It is used to release resources or perform cleanup tasks. Understanding the destructors is vital for managing memory effectively in programming. Constructor versus destructor. Constructors initialize objects while destructors finalize them. They both play a crucial role in the object's lifecycle management. Proper implementation of both ensures efficient resource management. Access modifier in constructors. Access modifiers control the visibility of constructors in a class. Public constructors allow object creation from anywhere, while private ones restrict it. Understanding access modifier is essential for encapsulation in object-oriented programming. Static constructors. Static constructors are used to initialize static members of a class. They are called automatically before any static members are accessed. Static constructors can only be defined once and do not take parameters. Finalizer and their role. Finalizers are methods that are called before an object is garbage collected. They are less common than destructors but serve a similar cleanup purpose. Finalizers can introduce performance overhead and are often avoided in favor of destructors. Best practices for constructors. Always use constructors to initialize objects to avoid invalid states. Keep constructors simple and focused on initializing properties. Avoid complex logic between constructors to maintain clarity and performance. Common mistakes with constructors. Failing to initialize all properties can lead to undefined behaviors. Overloading constructors without clear purpose can confuse users of the class. Not considering access levels can lead to invisibility of constructors. Examples of constructor usage. In a car class, a parameterized constructor might set make and model. A person class could use a copy constructor to create a duplicate object. A database connection class might employ a static constructor for initialized configuration. Conclusion. Constructors are fundamental for object initialization in programming. Understanding the different types of constructors enhances class design. Mastering constructors leads to more efficient and reliable code. Thank you.